Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Pharma Ki Pathshala. Be a Pharma Pro. In today's video, we are going to discuss in detail the steps of wet granulation. So let's get started. So let's start with the definition of wet granulation. What is wet granulation? Wet granulation is the process used to produce granules from powder mixture. The powder mixture is wetted with binding agent and then the mixture is agitated to form granules. The next is steps of wet granulation, which we have already discussed in the previous video. So let's go through one by one. Weighing, then it is sieving. Third step is dry mixing or pre-mixing stage. Fourth is kneading or addition of binder. Sieving of wet mass. Next is drying of wet mass. Sieving of dried mass. And then final step is blending. So let's go in detail in each of this one by one. First step is weighing. In this phase, the materials used for tablet formulation are weighed according to the requirement in BMR. The raw materials such as API excipient mentioned in the BMR are weighed according to the weights given in the BMR. So here is a picture of a person in pharmaceutical industry weighing the raw material. You can see he's using the weighing balance for dispensing activity, dispensing of raw material. He's weighing. You can see the reading, how many kg he's weighing. It is according to the BMR. Next step is sieving. In this step, materials are passed to specific mesh size. The purpose of sieving is to reduce particle size and for uniform mixing. Additional way of sieving is done for removal of unwanted particle. Basically, vibratory sifter, rotary sifter, ultrasonic sifter, and multi-mill is used for sieving of material. Sieve is always inspected before use for any damage to the sieve and after use to check for any damage to the sieve. The mesh size of the sieve differs from product to product. Every sieve mesh size is taken as per the product requirement. This is a picture of a vibratory sifter. In this, different sieve sizes are used, mesh sizes are used. This is just for your reference how vibratory sifter looks, more clarity how the vibratory sifter looks like. So that vibratory sifter basically working principle is based on the vibrations. These are the sieves used in the vibratory sifter. Based on product, the mesh size differs. Next step is dry mixing. Dry mixing or pre-mixing stage. In this, the sieved material is added to the RMG, the rapid mixer granulator, for pre-mixing. A rapid mixer granulator is also known as high shear mixer granulator. All the ingredients required to be granulated according to the formulation are added to the mixer granulator after sieving. After sieving of the material, whatever formulation is there, tablet formulation, the mixture to be dry mixed is added in the granulator first. It may be API plus diluent or API plus disintegrant. They are mixed first. That is a dry sieving method. This is a picture of a rapid mixer granulator. This is a mixing bowl of a rapid mixer granulator in which the materials are added through a hopper. So we'll detailed description plus working principle of granulator will be explained in the next video. So this is just for your reference how a rapid mixer granulator looks like. Next is kneading or binder addition stage. In the previous slide, we have just seen in the mixer granulator, the pre-mixing takes place. On the pre-mixed material, binder solution is added through the RMG to the hopper and converts it into a wet mass, and then it is converted into granules. Kneading stage includes two steps, that is binder preparation and the second is binder addition. Binders are excipient, fine powder and vehicle. The vehicle used can be water or organic solvent. Basically, binders means be in solution form, suspension form, or paste form. Next is binder addition is of two types. Addition of binder in RMG. We can add the binder solution through hopper of the RMG over powder. And second can be done using a peristaltic pump. Over-wetting or increased kneading time may result in doughy mass or over-wet mass which may produce hard granules. Under-wetting or less kneading time may result in more fines. Factors which affect granules quality depends on binder addition rate, kneading time, and mixing speed. This is a picture showing kneading, how kneading looks like in after addition of binder solution in the RMG. Wet sieving. We have just seen the last slide. After the kneading is over, the discharge port is open and the wet mass is transferred through the core mill. It passes through the core mill and wet uniform size granules are formed. Large lumps are broken into uniform size granules. In some a rapid granulator mixer, the core mill is attached to the RMG, or if the core mill is not attached to the RMG, then manual sieving is done. When the core mill is attached to the RMG, the granules which are formed are collected in the FBE bowl. Wet mass is transferred to core mill for sieving. Through the transfer pipe, the wet granules are transferred in the trolley of FBE, fluidized bed equipment. So we have a picture over here with RMG connected to the core mill. There's a discharge port. When it is open, it passes to the core mill. And here there is a transfer pipe which is directly connected to the FBE product trolley where the granules, wet granules are collected. Next stage is drying. In wet granulation, drying process is required to remove excessive amount of moisture and to dry the granules. Drying of granules is done using FBD, fluidized bed dryer. Basically, vertical FBD is commonly used. Product trolley is used to add the wet granules for drying, as shown in the previous slide, where the through the core mill is directly connected to the product trolley. FBD works on the principle of fluidization. This working principle of FBD will be discussed in detail in the next video, how the FBD drying process takes place. Next is the LOD test is performed by taking samples from the port attached to the product trolley. LOD results should be according to BMR result found satisfactory. Then the product is transferred from FBD and checked for yield. Here is a picture of FBD, fluidized bed dryer, and this is a FB product trolley which is movable, which can be attached and detached to the FBD. There is a port where you can do the sampling of the material for doing LOD tests, loss on drying. So this you can get a view of how FBD looks. Next is the dry sieving. Sieving of product which is dried in the FBD. flow, dissolution, and disintegration is dependent on dry sieving. Basically, sieving of this dried material in the FBD is done through a co-mill, multi-mill, or quadruple mill, which breaks large lumps into a small granules, small uniform size granules. Last stage is blending. Final step of wet granulation. We mix dried sieved granules mixed with excipients left as mentioned in the BMR. In the previous slide, we had discussed how pre-mixing takes place, in which we add the API diluent or disintegrant in that first and dry mix it. Then addition of blender, which converts into a wet mass. And final is the blending, where the remaining materials need to be added to for the final product to get ready for the compression stage. The dried granules are placed in the blender as mentioned in the BMR. We use optimum mixing time for the final blending. Lubricants are added last as it reduces friction between the granules and the machine parts. This helps in the flow of granules in the hopper during compression stage. Thank you for watching my channel, and for more informative videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.